what is the importance of having a built-in traveling support system like the American Outlaws that are going to show up to every game and they're going to have their supporter section and they're going to be there with the same chance and you get a little consistency with that?
Yeah, absolutely. I think the American Outlaws provide us with that extra energy, knowing that they're in the stands. It's always nice to have a pro USA squad, of course, but the American Outlaws, they're right behind our goal, right? They're supporting us from the very beginning, and it's always important to have that foundation, whether we're in Columbus or Cincinnati or Orlando or now places like Colorado where we don't often come to, and so it is really important. But it's also really important to show the game to different cities. So that consistency part of having American Outlaws at our games is really important and helps us be intense throughout the game.
Cristian, apologies if you've answered this.
Hi, great to see you.
What's your mindset right now? What an opportunity to be here, and I know you embrace everything and you put your all in, but what's your message to yourself every single day, your goal right now?
Yeah, for me is I belong. I belong here, right? That's what I tell myself each and every day. I compete at a very high level in training, and I'm waiting for my number to be called. And if my number is not called, I'm going to be the best teammate possible, and I'm still going to compete coming off the bench or in trainings. And sometimes your name isn't called, but you can still make an impact, and that's my mindset throughout camp. But again, I feel like I belong. I really believe that I can make a late run into making the World Cup squad. But half of it is believing it. Half of it is manifesting that you deserve to be here and belong.
You talk about making an impact, and you always have with your teammates, being that ultimate teammate. Can you single out one guy in particular that you feel like you've had really good conversations with, or that you feel like you've helped a little bit throughout this October window so far?
Well, I think Christian Pulisic has helped me, and I've helped him. I think just creating a really good environment for ourselves. He's playing at a really high level, dealing with some injuries here and there, but getting the most out of him is really important for our nation. And so, understanding that piece, being there for teammates like Alejandro Zendejas, who isn't here right now, with his injury. It's not easy having to go through these things and have to leave camp. From a competitive standpoint, I think that my energy is just, I want to provide that energy for my teammates and get the most out of them. So on the training pitch, I don't think I'm going to single out anybody, but I think the energy that I provide is definitely infectious, and hopefully I've given a little bit of that to some of my teammates.
Last one for Cristian. Cristian, platícanos un poco. Para ustedes estar aquí en Colorado es un lugar que siempre la gente extraña la selección. ¿Qué significa para ustedes estar de regreso aquí? Y también para ti, ya lo decías un poco, ¿no? Pero ¿cómo vives justamente estos procesos de selección donde todo el mundo se quiere ganar un lugar para la Copa del Mundo?
Sí, pues primero es bien lindo estar aquí en Colorado. Es un lugar muy difícil de venir aquí y a jugar. Contra Australia es un gran equipo y vamos a ver cómo jugamos contra ellos, pero intensidad siempre tiene que estar ahí y para nuestros fanáticos tenemos que enseñar que queremos estar aquí y queremos poner la camiseta de Estados Unidos. Eso siempre tenemos que hacer, pero la verdad muy orgullosos de estar aquí en Denver y ojalá podamos enseñar un buen partido.
Thanks, Cristian.